Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see it. And today we got an excellent show for you guys here today, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So it's been a while since we discussed Shannon Sharpe on the channel. The last time we spoke about him, we were chronicling this issue, this legal issue that he finds himself in with the OnlyFans model, and this story came out of that. We were pretty much doing what everybody else was doing, just talking about the story. But as time has gone on, things have seemed to simmer down. There hasn't been real news about him lately. So I was going through the internet. Was it yesterday or today? No, today. This morning, actually. I was going through the internet this morning, looking for what to talk about, looking for what would be interesting. And I came across a pretty interesting report here from awfulannouncing.com that was centered on one Shannon Sharpe. And the article had the following headline saying, ESPN reportedly considered replacing Around the Horn with Shannon Sharpe show. And I was like, wow, really? The reason this stood out to me was because we already knew, according to reports then, that Shannon Sharpe was in line to ink a $100 million deal for himself and his production company, given the fact that his contract was expiring with the Volume podcast, or the Volume network, right? That's what we knew. So we heard about that and we were like, man, this guy could have potentially missed out on a large sum of money. What I was unaware of was the fact that he had other opportunities in place for him at ESPN. In the form of his own show. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is something that we need to talk about today. Before we even get into this report, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least two for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on PrizePicks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into what this report says. It says, as Around the Horn prepares to exit ESPN's airwaves, the network still doesn't have a full-time replacement for its 5 p.m. Eastern time slot, and Shannon Sharpe might be one of the biggest reasons why. In a column for The Athletic, Andrew Marchand gave his take on the end of the Around the Horn following the show's 23-year run. And in doing so, the sports media insider revealed that the network had previously weighed filling the void of the daily debate show with Shannon Sharpe as a part of a Stephen A. Smith project before Smith signed his new $100 million contract with the worldwide leader. It's unclear whether Smith would have also starred on the 5 p.m. Eastern time show, or if it would have been an extension of ESPN's First Take universe starring Sharpe. Either way, the idea of ESPN airing a show starring the Hall of Fame tight end appears to effectively be dead, and perhaps not only because of Smith's new deal. As has been well documented, Sharpe took a hiatus from ESPN duties last month after being named as a defendant in a lawsuit accusing him of assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery. While the 56-year-old initially co-hosted 2 episodes of First Take after news of the lawsuit was first made public, he announced his hiatus after his accuser released audio recordings that depicted him as threatening her, while his lawyer revealed he had previously offered a settlement of at least $10 million, which he stressed wasn't an admission of guilt. In the statement announcing his hiatus, Sharpe said that he planned to return to ESPN airwaves in time for the start of football season. But while it remains to be seen how his legal situation plays out, his future at the network appears to be tenuous at best. As for how the network will ultimately replace Around the Horn on a full-time basis, Marchand agrees that the expanded pardon, the interruption, is unlikely. While Pierre, so the article then goes on to say a few other things that you guys essentially get the gist of it. What are my thoughts about this? This is devastating. It's devastating because of the opportunity missed. Folks, look, opportunities come in life, and I don't think they come that often. They really don't. You know, you could work your tail off, work your butt off, but you know, these things, they're far and in between, right? And when these moments do present themselves, you have to be ready to seize these opportunities. And to be fair, I think Shannon Sharpe was 100% prepared to seize the opportunity. One thing we can say about Shannon is that he takes his work very seriously in terms of his work ethic. I think that Shannon and people like him that are in media that are doing very well view media as a second career. It's like as a second opportunity. And I mean this, to earn the money that they didn't earn while they were professional athletes. If you guys remember that Cat Williams interview, Shannon Sharpe said he made more on that Cat Williams interview than he ever did in any single season playing as an NFL football player. That's what he said. So having these opportunities in front of you when you have a $100 million deal, you're in place to get a show on ESPN, you want to seize it. Because the fact of the matter is, if a Hall of Fame tight end like Shannon Sharpe played today, he would be earning way more money because of the money that NFL players make today. So these guys, I personally believe, view these opportunities as things that allow them to make up money that they never made when they were professional athletes. That's what I believe. And I believe a lot of guys are getting into sports media for that. And I don't think anything is wrong with that. Hey, you know, you want to make the most of your talents while you're on earth. I get that. But to lose out on an opportunity like this is devastating. I mean, it is devastating, right? Because look, Shannon Sharpe, prior to this lawsuit, was one of the 3-5 biggest names in sports media. One of the 3 or 5 biggest names. I mean, you got Stephen A. Smith, you got Pat McAfee, of course you have the Kelsey brothers, Shannon Sharpe, and maybe someone else that I'm missing right now. Because and the thing that made Shannon unique was because not only was he big in the independent space, he was also big on TV. If you guys remember when he came on ESPN, when he made his debut on ESPN First Take, he was helping bring in record-breaking numbers for the network. So it's a damn shame. And for as much I didn't like Shannon Sharpe's antics, I hope he bounces back. Because the fact of the matter is, Shannon Sharpe is actually good at what he does. Like, regardless of those antics with the Michelle, all that, son he's actually good at what he does, right? And when you have a talent like that, a guy like that needs to be at the forefront because he's good. He's really, really good. Like, it's just a fact of the matter. I had been saying that for years. You just go look at it through our video catalog. I've been saying that, right? But this is the news here. So what I want to know from you guys simply is, do you think Shannon Sharpe ultimately bounces back from this situation and finds his way back on ESPN and ultimately gets another show in the future? Or do you think that, hey, look, man, the opportunity is gone? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. I'm out. Peace.